Shalom Chavrim, I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live, a quick take of our broadcast for later today. We are working on some stories here that are going on. This one here on RT News, Jerusalem police take down terror inciting Palestinian park. It is actually inside, I believe that's East Jerusalem if I'm not mistaken, but it is inside the Palestinian neighborhood there, where they have actually taken one of the parks there and have set up a memorial. Jerusalem has, or the Israeli police have said that this is done without permit and that is definitely an incitement of violence. Some 47 Palestinian photos were put in there. Trees were planted as a memorial to the martyrs who have died trying to, as they can call it, to set themselves free from occupation. Although we know that it is not occupation. The occupation is actually the Jordanians who annexed the West Bank illegally and has now claimed it their own. This is the occupation. Israel is under occupation by Jordanians, and this is what is causing such an uproar right now. Now, my issue is that we're seeing with this is only going to escalate and cause further problems for the Israeli people with the international community. And this is what Israel is definitely up against. It's going to be a major problem in the very near future, because the international community is going to consider that what is happening to the Palestinians is an incitement of violence by the Israeli Authority. But yet they're not looking at the truth of the matter. So it is a very concerning story for us. We'll be looking in that tonight, as well as we'll be looking at the story here. The Pentagon chief seeks reforms, calls Russia the #1 strategic threat. That's exactly right. This is really becoming a very serious issue between Russia and the United States. And I'm not really sure why this is. Is it the Obama administration? Do they really perceive Russia as a threat? Or is it the actions of the United States that is causing a confrontational situation between Russia and the United States that could ultimately lead into a confrontation? But there again, I do not blame the United States at all. The Obama administration certainly is to blame for this rising tension between Russia and the United States. It's definitely not the people there of the United States. And the other problem that we have as well is the fact that the United States, with NATO, they are the Vatican's military. So therefore, they are being incited by Rome to overtake certain areas. And as we've pointed out before, we'll go back in that tonight, that Russia in the Middle East and Syria, this was an area that was very much under control as far as the drilling of oil and things like that by Vatican, heavily owned, stocked, and Vatican oil companies such as Shell International, or Gulf International, that is, and Shell Oil. Much of the Middle East is controlled by the Vatican's companies that they own a lot of stock in. They don't necessarily own the companies, but own a lot of stock in these companies. So you have to understand, Rome is not going to just sit back and allow Russia to take over areas that have made them billions and billions of dollars and not do a fight about it. So therefore, they are causing the United States to consider Russia to be a #1 threat, when Russia really is not a strategic threat for the United States. As Vladimir Putin has often said, you know, you have to take in our own national interest as well, and not just the, as he calls it, United States imperialistic ambitions. It's pretty strong words on his part as well. But I think what Vladimir Putin needs to understand, this is really not the United States' imperialistic ambitions. That was actually a misstep in his own part there. Vladimir Putin needs to realize this is actually Rome's imperialistic ambitions. We are still seeing a crusade by the Roman Catholic Church, the revived Roman Empire there, that is pushing to take over certain key areas around the world. And this is what's really going on. So these two stories here we'll be looking more in depth at tonight. Do join us, and we're going to try to bring this back up online on live stream. So hopefully we can run this live as well for you, those of you that are wanting to watch the program live. I'm Stephen Ben-Nun. You are watching Israeli News Live. Shalom.